I want to ask in concise, which country do you feel Nigeria can model to become a global economic power, and why do you think they fit into such position?
Model of a country, very good question. If I have opportunity, where is the young man who asked that question? I tell you, there's a book I would recommend for you, Growing Apart. It is a book by famous Professor Lewis comparing Nigeria and Indonesia. I spent 1 week of this year in Indonesia. Indonesia is the country with the highest number of Muslims in one country. Indonesia. And they have a similar population like ours. They are about 280 million, and we are about 230 million. So you could see the similarity. This year, I traveled to Indonesia, and I traveled with 2 northerners, purposely. After 1 week of staying there, meeting from Minister of Education, Minister of Planning, Minister of Small Businesses, Minister of Health, Vice President, and the most famous president of the country, Joe Widodo, asked them one question. Did you see any Almajiri here? We didn't see one. We didn't see one person begging for money or handout. So what is the difference between us and them? In everything, it's a Muslim, 90% Muslim country. If you Google it, to even tell you that they don't bother about religion, the Pope visited there last October, and they granted public holidays throughout his visit. And the president was there to receive him. And he's not a Muslim. The president, when I met him, he said it's one of his happiest moments, and the Pope visited them. But what did they do? If you go into that country, you can go and check it. In 1990, they were about low, medium in what you measure development, HDI, Human Development Index. We were about the same thing. Their per capita, which is what you measure wealth with, was 558, or call it 560, and we were 556. So you could see where we started the journey. Today, they are high in Human Development Index. We are still low. We are the same power. Today, their per capita is 5,000 plus. Ours is $835. So we are not 1/5 of what we are. That's why they wrote that book, Growing Apart. What did they do? They invested in critical areas of development. They invested in education. They invested in health. They invested in pulling people out of poverty. So if you go to the industry, one of the best insurance schemes in the world, where over 95% is covered by insurance. The rich, if you're sick, you are cured. The small, if you're sick, you're cured. Nigeria have less than 5% insurance coverage. If anything happens to you now here, they drop in the next hospital, the doctor will say, pay before service. If you don't pay, you just leave you there to die. So that's why I went there to study. You must model yourself as something. We, the politicians, have taken this country for granted, and the earlier you do what I said before, anybody who comes to say, vote for me, scrutinize where he's coming from.
A round of applause, please.